Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you a poem from Flamingo, that is, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Actually, this poem has been taken from John Keats' epic poem Endymion, in which he has described about the permanence of the nature as well as the transience or the temporary life of the materialistic things that exist. Life is most temporary. This is the picture of John Keats, who was young and died immature. He could not mature himself physically, but in the sense of romanticism, he was completely matured man. John Keats was born in 1795. He was an English romantic poet. He belonged to the second generation of romantic poets, along with Lord Byron and Percy Bysshe Shelley. Although his poems were not generally well received by critics during his lifetime, his reputation grew after his death. And by the end of the 19th century, he had become one of the most beloved of all English poets. He had a significant influence on a diverse range of poets and writers. What is the outline of the poem? That you must understand. A Thing of Beauty is an excerpt from Keats' first epic poem, Endymion, a poetic romance. The poem is based on a Greek legend in which Endymion is a young shepherd and a poet who lived on Mount Latmos. Mount Latmos had a vision of Cynthia, 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 the goddess of moon, the moon goddess, you can say. The enchanted youth resolved to seek her out and so wandered away throughout the forest and down under the sea. The theme of the poem is nature, beauty, and youth. Keats loved beauty to the extent that he almost worshipped it. And so here, this excerpt voice is the poet's eternal love for beauty. The poet wants to tell us about the time that changes with finite love, but it decays with death. It is the thing that we have to prepare with hopefulness and preparations, and there is despondence and inhuman behavior that is followed in our life. Nature shows eternity, permanence, that is changelessness, perfection. There are beautiful things, enjoyable moments, truth and happiness lies in nature. Here the poet wants to tell us about the changeable life that is characterized by time that changes. Nature teaches us art of eternity. And so changelessness and happiness are two permanent features that the poet wants to make us know. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. The poet speaks of the permanent nature of beautiful things. As its loveliness increases, the love for this increases because they give us eternal joy. It will never pass into nothingness. The poet says their loveliness keeps on increasing and never fades away. The everlasting beautiful sight of beautiful things is stored in our memory. When we see the moon, sun, beautiful gardens, the sky, and the stars twinkling in the sky, that remain in our memory forever. As we see various rivers and the mountains that are present in nature that never fade away, that always keep us in, that always remains in our mind forever and ever. So here the poet says, a bower quiet for us and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Nature gives us the things in nature, provide us peace, just like a quiet city place gives us sleep full of sweet dreams. Suppose a man who is dead tired of the hot summer and he comes to take shelter under a shady tree. There he gets such a sleep that is immemorable. His tiredness, his ruggedness, his coarseness of life goes away. When a man is thirsty and he comes to drink river water or the waterfalls water, really his thirst is gone. He feels eternal joy that is inexpressible. It is indescribable. That's why the poet says that leads us into a sweet, sweet dream. So here it says that a bower quiet for us, bower means branch. Bower means branch of tree. A pleasant shady place. And morrow means morning. And so the poet wants to tell. A spite means what? Malice, wreathing, weaving or forming into a wreath. As you know, a garland is wreathed in. Here we shall understand. Quiet breathing. Not only it provides us good health if you go to live in nature, in the natural atmosphere where one gets the air so pure, so rich and so healthy, the environment is good, there is no pollution, that really makes us feel healthy. Quiet breathing, there is no disturbance, no noise. Therefore, on every morrow means what? Every morning. Are we reading? We are reading. We are making flowers. We are just trying to weaving or looming into a wreath that you must have seen, a garland that is worn, that is for decoration. We make it. Why? Because we want to make it. A flowery band to bind us to the earth. A flowery band binds us to the earth. Here it says that when we wake up the next morning after sound sleep, all the beautiful memories of our sweet dreams help us to strengthen our bond with earth. When we get up the next morning, our energy is restored, and we just feel that this natural earth that has provided us with various kinds of flowers, shady trees, that has given us pure air, as well as it has strengthened us, empowered us with invigorating energy. That is why the poet says that he fills every morning they prepare it. Let us prepare a band of flowers that binds us to earth more strongly, more powerfully, that we can see and we can understand it. Moreover, we feel so much elated. Then it says,